What do you get from that? What is that doing for you?
It's just malicious, champion. It's just being malicious.
I mean, you only making sensible people not even want to watch your program. And I've heard that the ratings of that particular program has gone down to the grounds. You understand? Because I was on duty the day the Prime Minister left the Saturday. I could tell you what he was wearing. He had a long sleeve, nice bluish shirt with a jeans on. I was not at work when he came in, but you were there. And you saw him with your own eyes.
Yes, I saw that.
The jet came in on American Airlines. Is American Airlines a private jet? I mean, come on, man.
These fellas just jump in on every single thing just to create, just to create a diversion, man. Just to create problems. Just, just come straight and say, you know what, we have nothing on the Prime Minister, we can't do nothing. But you know what, we just created mischief. Just say it.
Here's the other thing they said.
That's exactly what they do.
Here's the other thing they said.
Just like National Trust.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like National Trust, they were hot on that Cabot thing. And the moment the archaeologists released the report, Bob, they had to find something to jump on the prison again.
Well, you am you.
And then when that thing comes from the prison, going to throw out, they're going to jump on something else, jump in.
Let me tell you something.
How they are. We have to find something to create a problem.
We live in a world, God created us, we come and we go. I, as the Prime Minister, that's me speaking, after the elections, because he's going to get that mandate, I know we're going to go way past 12 seats, so he's going to have that mandate. I will move, and I'm speaking just like this guy from Sean, when he talk about I will go to Bodily, I'm speaking like him now. I will remove the National Trust from where it is and put it alongside with the Ministry of Tourism. You know why I will do that? These guys have not performed in about 40 years. Me, I will move these guys, demolish this National Trust and put it with the Ministry of Tourism. Find some work to do. If you want to work, come and work with the Ministry of Tourism. But this nonsense about every development the government wants to do, you all have some spoke to put in the government's wheel. I'm not tolerating that nonsense at all.
Yes, and there are a bunch of lazy people. There's money they can never see to make $1 somewhere else.
The $700,000.
And the Prime Minister is so right of removing that subvention. I don't care who vexed.
Let me tell you something.
Lazy people, they can make money.
You have an avenue.
Let's set up the lighthouse. They're in charge of it too. Have they ever gone to Viewport and fixed the lighthouse? Make $1 from it? No.
Coconut Bay and the other hotels around in the Soufrière area, there are more than 3 or 4 hotels there. The National Trust, I'm certainly sure, could accommodate those people with some nice excursions or some nice tours to go up to the lighthouse.
They don't even have a tour desk at the hotel.
Okay. Not
even a flyer at the hotel.
Nothing. National Trust has no flyer nowhere to promote the historical sites of St. Lucia. None. No. So, and you all want to come and talk about to prevent the development. As a National Trust, Ministry of Tourism demolish that National Trust, sir. You all not ready. You all not ready.
Yes, there to create problems, mischief, that's all.
No,
that ain't gonna work, man, champion. That ain't gonna work.
Let me tell you something.
That ain't gonna work, my brother.
The people of St. Lucia have seen the light. They have been seeing the light for a long time, and there's no way we'll put these reckless guys back in power. A guy come down with a Range Rover, 2 Range Rovers. You have access for 1, but you have 2. The minister at the time have not said a word. Not a word.
But let me go back on that Range Rover issue. You remember that sometime they seized when they seized Richard Frederick's Jeep?
I remember.
They seized 2 as well in Viewport at the same time. His brother and somebody else's own. The brother got his, but the other one is still at the wharf.
Okay.
I am getting to know the reason why that Jeep is still at the wharf is the person that brought that vehicle down, a returning resident, brought that vehicle down.
Yeah.
Left, and he went back to the state, and one of his relatives were using the vehicle. So the fact that the vehicle was not on the relative's name, it was not the one, they took it. And they was asked to pay the duties on that vehicle if they want that vehicle. So that nobody paid it, so the vehicle is still on the wharf. The vehicle is still registered to the person, the original owner, and I understood that person passed away.
Yeah.
Now, how can somebody, even if you're a diplomat, use your status to bring a vehicle and have it on your brother's name? It's supposed to be yours, your personal vehicle. You cannot transfer that vehicle.
Colin, that's a form of corruption, you know. You could say what you want.
As far as I was made to understand, you cannot do that because the scenario I just draw to you, it could have been done too.
Let me ask you something. With everything that is circulating this man as a candidate to run the highest offices or one of the highest office of St. Lucia, you think this man should ever even be on the ballot?
They should have recused himself, man.
No, well, that
If you
one.
had any shred of dignity, you should have recused
Oh,
himself.
well, you're not going to see that. The Labour Party, these guys, you will not live to see. You see that thing we have. You're not going to see that. You remember that Jamaican stuff?
That would
never happen. The Labour. Look at what happened at Forestier. The people of St. Lucia, there's an outcry about what transpired at Forestier, and these guys are still supporting the man.
But they want Dominic to resign being on the how you call it? The what?
Oh yes, the
command center.
As the chairman. As the chairman.
Boy,
You believe that?
These guys never see this to amaze me, you know.
I want these guys to get the worst beating in the history of. You remember Flambeau? We got 16-1.
Yes.
I want this election, and I'm calling out for St. Lucians, meaning all St. Lucians, not just Flambeau supporters, the nice, sensible Labour Party supporters, and I know they are there in the thousands that love their country. Go out there, and when you put in that X to say, that's where Zot Labour ça, moi ka vote pour Zot pas jamais vu en pas encore la terre. Our country. A nosedive color.
Oh man.
It's really sad, eh?
It is.
And then UWP have to come back and build the country again. So where does that put us? We continue to go back, come back, go back, come back. It's like a wave. You know, the wave comes to the shore and it goes back into the ocean, comes to the shore, goes back. So you ain't going nowhere, you know.
No way. Let me give somebody.
All right, my brother. Have a great
All
one.
right, well, cool.
All right, beautiful. I don't know if we are back on yet, St. Lucia, but for those of you down in the south of St. Lucia, we have gone off the air for just a little bit. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Morning, Champion.
Good morning.
Morning again, Champion.
Yes, my brother. How you doing?
I heard you a while ago asking whether Dr. Anthony is an intelligent man. Champion, he is very, very intelligent. He's very smart. You can take that from me.
Okay.
But Champagne, I have been telling you that probably half a dozen times. Champagne, there is something called charisma. But if you are not disciplined, it can lead to arrogance. It can also lead to recklessness.
Now,
This is what has happened to Dr. Anthony.
Now, I'm there with you, and you always educate me, and I'm happy that you're doing that. I want to say thank you. But when someone is recognized as being intelligent or smart, that individual hardly makes mistakes. Why does this guy continue to make those reckless mistakes? Why is it, if he's that smart?
But Champagne, the arrogance has taken over. And even when he knows that he's doing something which is wrong, he always thinks that he will get around it because his intellect is superior and everybody loves him. That is the thing. Now, even with Champagne, is when somebody is charismatic and is losing the charisma, and he either does not recognize that he's losing it, or he does not want to accept that he's losing it. That is the problem with my dear friend.
Wow.
And don't forget, Champagne, one of the things that I'm always careful about, I don't want to say fearful yet, is that our current Prime Minister does not allow his charisma to go
get the best of him.
His head.
Yeah, to get the best of him.
Because he will end up like an old friend.
And thank God he has never done what he has never let that happen to him. Eh? He has always maintained his humility. That is great stuff.
Let us continue to hope so, and to pray for it.
So let me ask you before you leave: would you consider Dr. Anthony a good politician?
disastrous.
A disastrous politician.
A disastrous leader, a disastrous politician.
Okay.
Because a politician who strives on keeping people naive, keeping people ignorant, is, in my view, is not a good politician.
All right. I agree with that one. Thank you, buddy.
Good.
All right. Have a good one. Yeah. And, you know, my caller just said that he believes Dr. Anthony is very intelligent, but I tell you. And he said he's a charismatic guy. And if you're charismatic, that's right. You get a lot of people who listens to you and people fall for you and all this kind of stuff. Hello, good morning. Turn down your radio, please, caller. Turn the radio down slightly. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Champagne.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. That's the first time I'm calling.
All right. Well, thank you.
I'm calling from Bishop Gap.
Thank you. Hey, you're right next door to me. That's my home.
Yeah, because I want you to come and drop something here for me.
What is that?
I want 2 T-shirts, one for me and one for my husband.
Okay.
My husband wants a green one and I want a yellow one.
Well, I'll tell you, the yellow ones, we have not put the prints on them yet, but I could get that to you sometime this week.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Why? How is Bishop's Gap? That is the area I run
them. Come and see Bishop Gap. You must pass and
listen,
come and see.
it has changed. The road has, in my mind, got a little smaller. There's so many big holes up there. It's not nice at all. Not when I grew up.
They do some work by us.
Oh, great.
Bishop Gap.
I have not been there in a little while. You're right.
So it's not too bad. Just to see on the side of the road is not clean, but they do some work.
Oh, that is great. You see, you see Miss Belrose is trying to do some good work, right?
Yeah, Miss Belrose says she will come and see us, but she never passed. But we still doing things for her. We still campaigning for
Amen. Which side of Bishop Gap are you at? Where you by?
I'm living just by the road. When you leave the church, you're coming up straight. My house is a house just by the road.
Okay.
As long you come in and you tell me you come in, I'll be in the balcony waiting for you.
Okay, what is your number? You care to give me your number?
My number is 520 7514.
Okay, all right. So I put it there. I'm not going to ask your name. I just put Bishop's Gap. So I will call you.
Yes.
All right,
Dudu. Good job.
Thank you very much.
I went to town already to come back fast for me to hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much, darling. All right.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Beautiful.
Yeah, you
all right,
too.
great.
Thanks.
Listen, I want to talk a little bit about yesterday. You know, as every other week we do the Sky FM crew, we go down to various parts of the island. And the reception we got yesterday, my goodness, not just yesterday, every time we go out, it is unbelievable. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Sir Champagne, a special good morning to you.
Thank you, my brother. And
how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank God. What about you?
I'm very quiet, man. I'm very cool. Boy, these days you're busy. I hardly see you.
Well, I'm busy here.
I know you're busy. I know. Everybody busy.
And everybody should be busy. We're trying to save our country.
Oh yes. But
we were in your area yesterday. I didn't see you.
But something you if you come in my neighborhood, at least you have to maybe let me know so that I can make a little preparation for you guys.
Yeah, it was kind of impromptu because what we did, we went to when we aired the video that we played, I think last week, some people were really a little disheartened, and they saw the Free Brothers that lived in that little shack, and they gave us some groceries for the Sky FM crew, and we went over there to present it to the brothers. So that is why we were there yesterday.
Okay, good stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so we brought Mr. London with us. Mr. London came. We called him. He didn't know anything about it. We called him and asked him if he could join us, and he did come.
Okay, I saw it. I saw it on Facebook. I saw that thing.
All right, beautiful, great stuff.
But what I'm saying again, Champagne, in St. Lucia now, in our small St. Lucia now, Champagne, whenever you carry a doctorate by your name, everybody have respect for you. Now, if you doesn't really have a doctorate by your name, people don't respect you. But Champagne, I have seen a lot of people introduce them in the political arena, and they have doctorate, and majority of the way I see them presenting themselves, I'm seeing how the person have a doctorate, how that person have a master in education, and how those guys are behaving like this.
Yeah.
And making so many mistakes.
Caller, there's something called self-respect. It's a fact of life. Self-respect is very, very key in our everyday lives. Self-respect. When people want respect from other people, they too have to have their own self-respect first.
Yeah, but Champagne, if you say you were the best brain, Champagne, people have to. Our St. Lucian people are supposed to act. Supposed to look to you.
Yeah,
you understand?
I agree.
As an example, you understand? But majority of those guys, Champagne, they are just using their little education. They have to take advantage on the poor people, on our St. Lucian people, our taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening in our country.
Yeah, well.
Because honestly, Champagne, I'm very disappointed on the other side with sometimes some form of the characters that we have on the opposite side.
But are you surprised though with their behaviors and their pattern of the way they operate? Are you surprised?
No, I'm not.
Amen. And let me give you the bell on that. Because this is the thing. St. Lucian should not be surprised by anything the Labour Party does. It is not their first time, nor is the second time. They continue to do these things. So I am not surprised. Listen to me. If the Labour Party said that they're going to bring the sun down to bring it down closer to the earth, I'm not surprised they're going to say that, knowing that they're going to do it. But I'm not going to be surprised because this is the things they do. This is what they say. I'm not surprised.
Oh boy,
I'm not surprised.
I don't know because you see, at the time of finally, at the time of the Prime Minister King, all other people put a question mark by the Honorable Prime Minister. You understand? And then look, I don't want to mention any names, but what I'm saying again, and you put them there, and they're doing the worst. They did the worst thing. They didn't do a good job. Now, if you have to rate them, you cannot give them. You cannot give them not even a 1.
All I could say to you, my friend, Brother Benson London is a humble gentleman, and I just believe, listen to me, I could just see through this guy that this guy is going to do well for Beaufort South, Beaufort North. I just know it.
Let me tell you something. When this gentleman presented himself there in the political arena, I saw a servant. I didn't see a boss.
I believe that.
Okay,
I believe
so
that.
that's all I have to say for today.
All right.
I am enjoying your program.
Thanks a lot, my friend. All right.
Okay.
What about Simago Magna Bawite?
That's for another show.
Okay, my friend. A beautiful morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Yes, I could hear you.
Can you hear me?
Of course, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Oui. On advice on Gabao.
Oui, Mokatan, oui.
Bon. Puis moi c'est mon Kabay comme ton advice.
Oui.
Ça vous commandez pour vote about mon qui là. Qui te yo c'est pas où commander pour step down. Qui te leader yo commander pour step down. Actuellement nous n'y plus confiance nous you guys sorti là puis si you tenions 1000 votes you rappelle puis ça c'est ça
au right asusa na ba bella pusa au right asusa
sultan et puis ça moi là moi voulais d'autres t-shirt ici
oui
qui sont qui passer à souligne OK
P-Bush
oui
eh ben oh ek nou te la hier sou dek moi vendredi ou te gay sa joine ça ba ma number
normalement c'est 715 5418
5418
oui
ek P-Bush ou douye P-Bush c'est pas bon non
oui no côté no ka c'est tout chez mi mais le capier la côté me gawete la P-Bush
OK
moi c'est yon c'est mon nan qui te prend advice pour nous deux amis de Prime Minister ici
OK eh ben moi
délégué
eh ben moi kay content parler pour moi kay content joindre pour nous parler
oui
moi kay kuyo moi prend limo moi kay ba encore OK badna merci
John me blé
ouais moi ça c'est John tout Roland bas c'est John OK merci
comment il là moi si là bien John comment il là
aïe ça va sortir pièce
ça il a passé
ça OK badna ni bonne journée
OK
bye bye hello thanks for holding good morning
Yeah, morning, Champagne.
Hey, my brother, how you doing?
I'm all right, you know.
Boy, you up already?
Brother, from 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, boy.
But let me tell you, I join you late because I don't have a radio in my truck. But I don't know if the person that win the hamper.
Yeah, she called. Oh, the hamper. No one called about the hamper. But the lady that won the $100, she called already.
Oh, she called already.
Yes.
Now, imagine I forgot to give it to you, but what I'll do, I'll drop it for you in the studio just now.
What's that?
The $100.
But you gave me the money already, brother, yesterday.
No, I gave you 100 for one person. But I have to give you another 100 for another person.
Okay, all right. Well, she already donated it. She gave it to Manjaba, our lady singer, and I was so happy that she did that.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yes.
But I'll drop the other one for you just now.
All right, I'm there until 12. I don't know if you have enough time because today no overtime. No overtime today.
Okay, well, we'll do that later then.
Okay, my friend. Beautiful. All right, great. All right, Sanusi, so we have rectified our little issue of this at the studio, and we are back in live and living color down in the south. We are back. Let me let Brother Norbert tell you what has happened here. We are back in live and living color. The man is always on top of things here.
Well, Champagne, you're trying to put me on the spot. But
no,
folks,
you're right.
You're trying to put me on the spot. We had some internet, some IP issues. Those of you out there who are technically savvy. And because of that, we are having some issues with our stream, our TV stream, and getting to Flow Channel 115, as well as Facebook and everything else. But that's sorted out now. We've changed out some equipment, and now we're blazing. Yes. In fact, hopefully, today is Monday. Before the end of the week, we should be in full HD. On HD.
Wow, high definition.
High def.
That's right.
Full HD on channel 115. That's it, folks, on TV. Yeah.
Big stuff, big stuff.
Now, Champagne. Now, I got a call this morning.
Yes.
I'm sure you know where I'm going with that already.
I think I have an idea.
You think you have an idea?
I think so.
It has something to do with shiny lips.
Some fish cakes, you mean?
Fish cakes. I ain't seen them fish cakes yet.
Someone, listen, a beautiful lady.
You know, I keep hearing about these things after the fact. You know, now you know what I hope? I hope they put something in it for me. And you ate it. No, because you'll be walking down there.
No, I had my own fish cake. So your fish cakes is still
my
somewhere.
Fish cakes were spiked.
Your fish cakes, someone has them.
Well, I don't know
how you have not gotten them, but someone has them.
Anything else? Because somebody called this morning, it seems like there were much more things than fish cakes in that package.
We got a lot of stuff.
No. Tell me what was there for me.
Well, I don't know if you have a pineapple.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. You see what I'm talking about?
No. But there's a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. And you have to be on that trail the next time because let me tell you something. The people
I don't know. It's all right. The people ask for me, but I suspect that you all want to keep them to yourself. Because you know what Lucian say? And I think that's the motto that you ring the bell and Dr. Secret about. One less mouth.
Sky FM crew.
So y'all shared it among yourselves. That's what happened there.
No, Sky FM crew, we're not greedy people. We are always nice.
I don't know why I'm always being left out like that. I don't get my stuff.
Maybe you need to get up early at 6 o'clock to come down with us when we leave at 9.
Getting up at 6 o'clock is not a problem. In fact, I'm usually up after 4.
Okay.
So anyway.
Well, thanks a lot, buddy, for the information. Yeah. And you heard Brother Williams just told you that we are up and running. We are blazing on the internet and on high definition at the end of the week. We will be all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Champagne. I'm calling about a few T-shirts that I've requested from you. I need 2 yellow T-shirts. I've got a friend coming back to the UK. I believe she's coming up this weekend or next weekend. And she's going to Castries on Thursday, and she'd like to collect it on my behalf.
Okay, so I have to ask you for your size.
Small, please. 2 small ones.
2 smalls.
And if you let me know the price, I'll just ask her. Should I just give her your number so she can contact you?
Please do that. Yeah, give her my number so she will get in touch with me. Yes, that would be better.
All right.
How is London?
Brilliant. It's all right. It's okay. It's raining raining all week been raining all day.
Really?
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, what's going on with the coronavirus? I hear a lot of stuff has been lifted. You guys could go up and about now.
Well, kind of, but because of the new variant from India, travel will still be affected somewhat. There will be new rules coming in around traveling because they're expecting another bout of COVID coming through at some point in the summer.
Okay.
So, yeah, we were released today. As in, you can hug and you can do what you have to do to close relatives or people in your bubble. But we'll just wait and see. I'm still just staying indoors.
Yeah. So
I have a lot of disregard for that virus.
So the new variant, has the numbers spiked, or is it at a level where it's okay?
It's at a level where it's okay here because obviously traveling was still shut down somewhat. But because they're very concerned about that particular variant, they are thinking about still keeping us locked down when it comes to traveling. You still, that £5,000 fine will probably stay in place for certain countries, so we can't just go as we please in and around the world.
So what message do you have for our St. Lucian people that have 17 hours of luxury? When I say luxury, that they could move about freely, go to the beach, go to work, do everything. They have 17 hours, and yet some still complain.
I would say it's people are too privileged now. Even in the middle of a pandemic, they think someone owes them something. And until we take the virus extremely seriously, it won't go away for the next 10 years. So it's either you have 10 years of lockdown, no lockdown, lockdown, no lockdown every 5 seconds, or you adhere to the rules and it goes away. Wow.
Yeah, very interesting what you say. And you're saying you're on lockdown at the moment, and even if the bans have been lifted, it is still really people are being very careful in the UK. When can we see you in St. Lucia again? Next year? Next 2 years?
Possibly when the ban is lifted, perhaps sometime this year.
Oh, great. Great stuff. Great.
Yeah, hopefully in a few months' time. I'm looking into seeing we have to see what it is like now, because it has to be an emergency, like a family member is ill or different circumstances where you can travel from the UK now. Otherwise, you find $5,000, and no one has that kind of money to waste. So I'll just see how it goes, and then come down. But I just think that there's too much going on with the COVID situation, and I personally believe that because of the incident that took place, well, it's alleged, we don't know how true it is, but the incident that took place with Joachim's son, I know in St. Lucia they say Joachim, but his name is actually, it's a Norwegian name, so it's Joachim.
Joachim?
Yeah, Joachim. That's how you pronounce it, because it's a Norwegian name.
Okay.
But I think because of the incident that took place with his son, whereby it's alleged that he took the shot and he died, people are now skeptical. So somebody should be responsible enough to say, well, look here, it may have been the situation that he died shortly after or moments after he's taken the vaccination. However, he had underlying issues unknown to him, or some form of statement that will encourage the people to think, you know what, it's not all bad. You need to go for the vaccination so you can go about your daily life. Yeah. But I think a lot of the skepticism is rooted from the fact that they'll be like, oh, this guy just took it, he was a doctor and he died. Someone needs to come out and explain, if that was the situation, just explain that it's not going to be the case for everybody.
I agree.
Because he had underlying issues that he may not have been aware of.
Yeah.
So therefore, his passing was, unfortunate.
But it was.
But you have to take that sort of stance in order to help the people. If you are for the people, or if you claim that you are for the people, you need to clarify every point you make, because you're in the public eye.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's been too much going on in St. Lucia at the moment, whereby no one takes into consideration the fact that they're actually destroying the country. Because if, for instance, the United Workers' Party MPs or the Labour Party MPs are slating their own country on national media, how much trust do you think the international world will have in you when you approach them for help on behalf of your country.
Yeah.
They need to take those sort of things very seriously and stop tarnishing the country.
Yeah.
And I'm not pointing fingers at one or the other. I'm just saying generally, whoever's chosen to come and represent and serve the people of St. Lucia and St. Lucians on a whole, they should really take it as seriously as possible and say, you know what, we cannot be doing X, Y, and Z. Too often I just see rubbish online and everybody's talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
White, black, Indian, Chinese are talking about it. And then there was a diaspora meeting and a few of us couldn't get on. We wouldn't dare get on because it's like, oh, this person supports this. But the diaspora is the diaspora.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
as simple as that. It's
Wow.
the diaspora is the diaspora. You need to respect the fact that we contribute to St. Lucia, perhaps even more than the tourists who we thrive on. We can't do without them. Yes, it's a fact. But when you look at the amount of monies that we in the diaspora pump into the country, because we love our family, we
Yes.
care for our family, and we
Yes.
cannot see them go without,
That's right.
you cannot dismiss that and make the claims that I've been hearing all over social media. It's just so not right in so many ways, and it needs to stop. Someone needs to reflect and say, you know what, this can't go on.
So,
Then
caller,
they now got sorry.
someone called me earlier and they were saying this blockage in regards to people trying to log on, and you actually admitting that this really happened to you. You were trying to get on and you could not get on.
Well, it happened to a few people. It happened to quite a few people that I'm close to in the diaspora, and they called and said, "But how are you to if you say and your logo was big and bold, diaspora meeting, it should be anyone from the diaspora. You block someone that you see their IPs coming from St. Lucia, or you see their IPs coming from Castries, Youth, or wherever. But when it comes to the IP being outside, it could be in Antigua. They're still part of the diaspora. They're outside of St. Lucia.
That's right.
So you're not supposed to be blocking anybody. You're supposed to allow everyone in. You may not like what the person have to say, but as a representative of the people and someone who would like to push the country forward, you should really and truly accept everyone until you get to capacity.
Yeah, I agree.
You shouldn't be blocking people and nitpicking who you want to come on board and who you don't want to come on board. Because what you're doing is you're digging your grave, because how are you to know that one of the people that you blocked weren't in complete support of you and would even donate towards your cause?
I agree.
You can't just be blocking people because you feel they'll vote this or they'll vote that. People vote where they choose to vote. Nothing to do with you.
Yes, Carla. Well said. All right, thank you very much. Anyone, you want to say a special good morning to anyone in St. Lucia, any family member?
Oh, no, I just want to say hello to everybody in St. Lucia and just take the protocol seriously. Stop listening to all the shenanigans that's going on around you. The virus is very, very serious. It's very, very much alive and is very, very much present with us. And we have to all work together because it's your responsibility to keep yourself safe and therefore others.
I'm really happy that you called in this morning.
Just do it. You're welcome.
And thank you, and call in at any time, okay? Now we have our WhatsApp number. You could call me at any time. Whatever you're hearing up there with our people, I'm really, really happy. I'm open heads, and all of St. Lucia are happy when you do call in, and all of the other people up there in London. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Yes, callers, and as long as I have my people out there, the diaspora, we always want to hear what's going on with them and our beautiful St. Lucian people. This is really, really something. This is so sad that this virtual meeting, I did not know of this meeting, and I'm hearing that people wanted to call in to log on, and when they realized that who you were, your IP, that you were cut off. That is something. This is the way this SLP operates. I'm not surprised, though. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Champion. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm fine by the grace of God.
Amen.
Let me tell you, Champion, that virtual meeting the SLP had, you know why they blocked the UWP people from the diaspora? Because Philip J. Pierre know very well he will not be able to cope with the level of questions that will be hitting him. The serious questions that would have been coming to him. He knows very well they wouldn't be able to take it on. Hence the reason they block them. Because when you tell me you have people, and you have more intelligent UWP people in the diaspora than SLP have. People that open-minded, that can think properly. You know what I'm telling you? Or even if it's independent. They have independent people that want to hear your story too. What you selling. Huh? And what you will say, these people are UWPs? He knows very well why he blocked them. He knows the people that he blocked are the people that have been giving him the blows. That, but this, hold on, Champagne, the people that are putting the questions to him, the real questions, the things that he's supposed to be answering. Hence the reason he blocked them.
But Kola, how can you represent? How can you represent the people you are aspiring to be the prime minister of all the people, not some? But here on the eve of an elections, you have a virtual meeting to speak with the people out there in the diaspora. But you're going to single out some and accept some. What sense does that make?
But it's the same thing they were pushing. Remember, they were the one that's trying to sell lotion of 2 cent lotions, like the prime minister has sent lotion, 2 cent lotions.
Yeah.
But it's they that have 2 cent lotion, is not the prime minister.
That is true. I agree
2
with that.
2 cent lotion is them. The division is them. You know? So right about now, there is the Labour diaspora and the UWP diaspora.
My goodness.
And okay?
And the Honorable Alan Chastney doesn't get involved with this nonsense. Once he's out there, he speaks to everyone. Every single one.
Everybody.
Yeah, this is the difference between
him and them. So why close your door on them? Huh?
Yeah.
And these are the questions people really need to hear, because you're not touching base on the things that the people need to hear. You're just out there spreading propaganda and doing all kind of nonsense with yourself, and you'll lock the people out of the meeting.
You know, in your opening statement or your contribution, you said something, and I did not even recognize it. When you said he probably would not be able to cope with the level of questioning by the people that they single out. You understand? The people that they kept out, and I agree with you.
But that is a Champagne. Why would you keep the people out of the meeting? It's not propaganda. These people are coming out and spew.
Yeah.
These people, if you go to Facebook and you read these people comments, these people hitting the nail on the head direct and plunging it in.
Yeah.
And these are the questions that the SLP they don't pose to their ministers. They are afraid. Rather, they will just talk crap, and what the people want to hear, they don't talk about it. The things that people really need to hear about leadership. Leadership. What it entails. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about how they would come in if they win the election, how they would be managing the coronavirus, what they have in place.
Yeah, never.
These are the kind of questions they would be getting.
Yeah.
The questions again they would be getting about the unemployment and why was it that they were doing so poor when things were good in the country.
That's right.
And now they want to come in when the world is in a financial crisis. What plans do they have?
That's right.
These are the little questions, the little big questions that they're afraid of. They're dodging. That's the reason they block the people out, because they're only listening to their best. They don't want to listen. Any UWP can take on a Labour person. Anyone.
You're very
when
right.
They come with their comments, any UWP can take them on. But the Labourers now have to spin. And hence the reason they're afraid of the people in the diaspora.
Yeah.
Don't worry them. They know what they're about. They know very well what they're about.
Yeah.
And I give it to him again, people. Elections are not there yet. Have another meeting for the diaspora and invite everybody.
It might just take you on another. Yeah.
He needs to do that. He needs to do that. The people need to campaign and have him to have that meeting again. And open it to everybody, every single body, independent, UWPs, undecided, SLPs, everybody have to be there, because all of them are members of the diaspora.
That's right.
You know what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
And put his bulletproof vest on him and start taking the question, because you want to be a leader. A leader don't dodge. A leader stands firm. And everything that comes after him, he take it, just like Alan Chastney is doing. Yeah. Everything they throw at him, he's accepting it.
All right.
So tell Pierre I say he ain't ready yet. And another thing I wanted to make mention of about the bullying of the Labour Party. Saturday or Friday, I went to town. I had my mask on my face. My UWP, oh boy, I'm not putting it down at all. My flubber mask on my face. But there is a supporter that is deep in the belly of the beast. My friend, you know, my friend, a bus driver, my friend. I called him, he tell me, what you doing in that mask? You afraid somebody to beat you on the road? I said, you hear what you're saying?
Can you believe it?
I said, you have what you're saying? I said, you're just a bully, you just like Ernest Hiller. You're no different from Ernest Hiller. I told him, so when you say that, if you have any mad person passing on the road there, they knock me out. You're sending the message out to your base. Here you go, there's somebody wearing a UWP mask.
Caller, there's nothing else that they can say. There's nothing, no positivity that the SLP supporters, those like the bus driver, I don't know who he is, that they could only preach hate and violence and to try to intimidate the United Workers' Party supporters. This is why our people are still reluctant on wearing their colors because of statements like these. You understand? This is why our people are still not wearing their colors. Our people would love to wear their colors like everybody else. But when you have statements like this, and us being a quiet, modest people, we do not want people to, you know, embarrass us in that kind of form. Not me, though. People don't tell me stuff like that. I put my colors anytime.
Don't ask for me. I'm pushing them under the bus.
This is very, very sad. Very, very, very sad.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, caller, thanks a lot, Dido. Have a great one. All right. And you heard this, St. Lucia? They will continue to do these things, threaten people, incite violence, you know, say nonsense like that. Why, if you don't afraid people will beat you for what? You guys could wear your colors. You have all your red masks, all your red T-shirts. No one says a word to you. But the Flabo people are not able to put their yellow shirt, their yellow dress, their yellow mask. I mean, what is that? What is that? Anyway, we will teach them a lesson that they have never been taught before. We will definitely teach them a lesson. St. Lucia, don't forget this evening I'm going to be back here with the Honorable Guy Joseph. And I know the audience for this evening is going to be among, what they say, Mammoth, one of the biggest audiences, I believe, tonight, because the Honorable Guy Joseph last Monday said that if the Labour Party did not put out, he gave them a week to release whatever they have on him regarding that Forestier incident, and he gave them 1 week. I don't think I've heard anything in that regard, because they said that the Honorable Philip JPS said that he has stuff. I have stuff on my tape, man. I have tape on my phone that it is so embarrassing if I play it. The Honorable Guy Joseph said to them, I give you 1 week to put out whatever you had to put out. And tonight, St. Lucia, the Honorable Guy Joseph, the time is up. They have a few more hours, though. Let's see, it's 12 o'clock, 6 minutes to 12, the show comes, so they have 8 hours and 6 minutes into putting whatever they have out there. If they do not do that, they don't do it, the Honorable Guy Joseph will unleash tonight, and I hope he keeps his word. He said he's going to unleash tonight on everything regarding Joachim and everything else, so you want to stay tuned for that. I'm not doing any overtime tonight, St. Lucia, this morning, sorry. Today is the day that I go down, and most of us knows where the down is, and I did not even have a lot of time to say thank you to our beautiful people that welcome us yesterday. Let's take our final call. Good afternoon, good morning to you, hello.
Champagne.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Champagne, you know, I want to refer to this so-called town hall, virtual town hall meeting for the diaspora.
Yeah.
That Philip Samplin had last night. Or not last night, whenever it was, Saturday or yesterday, whenever. Right?
Yeah.
And you notice that as time goes by, when you look at how Philip J. Pierre responds, it's more and more scripted. They're trying to keep him away from speaking to anyone ad-lib as much as possible. Off the cuff. Because he lacks any... Folks, you know, I mean, Champagne, come on. I'm not just saying that. Everybody can see it. Any question that is asked of Philip J. Pierre, there is minimal depth. There is no depth to what he's saying. It's just on the surface. It's just glossing generalizations, youth economy, and, you know, smart city and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No real meat to what he's saying. No real expression of an intense understanding of the situation. Just glossing over stuff.
Words.
Basic response responses that leave you to guess what exactly the plan is, what exactly he's going to do, what exactly, for example, up to now, it's what, about a month now, that anybody making $5,000, $4,000 or less a month, or $48,000 and below a year, is not going to be paying income tax. How is that money going to be made up for? St. Look, they're talking about St. Lucia borrowing. Kenny Anthony was talking about he could not borrow because St. Lucia does not have all the resources to do everything that it needs. So if we already don't have these resources and you're going to be cutting back on the revenue of the state, how are you going to make up for that? You're going to cut somewhere else? You're going to cut somewhere else? You see, this is the madness. That's the madness of these guys because it's COVID times and things are hard, but not only for people in St. Lucia.
Things are hard everywhere.
It's all over the world.
Yes,
so
sir.
they believe that people want a soulagement. They want a break to the situation. Of course everybody does. Everybody in St. Lucia wants a break for whatever reason, whether it's a job, whether it's to go out and hang out, whether you're a small business, whether you want to travel, whatever you want to do. Everybody wants a break. Everybody fed up. But the fact remains that we still have this condition that we have to do what we have to do to deal with it as quickly as possible so we can get back to what we were doing
That's
before.
right. That is right.
But he knows that people are desperate to get out from under this. And people have said it's not the government's fault. So anything now, they figure in their mind now, promising anything to the people. It's easy to promise stuff now because people want anything at all.
Yeah.
So promise it to them, that will be the magic bullet. That will be the magic push for them to get into government. And they're making all of these wild proclamations, all of these wild promises. All you have to, again, Champagne, again, I like to say it, all you have to do, go to the past, and that's why they don't want you to talk about it. The record of achievement, we will inject immediately 100 million. Kote.
Up to now.
They had a naming ceremony for the hospital, Kote Ite. They spent $1 million a year on school repairs in St. Lucia. This government is spending $10 million a year, 10 times more than them. They tell you people do it roads. And right away in the next sentence, they'll ask you to fix the roads in their constituency. They will tell you people do it roads. But when you look at the state of the roads that they left, what did they do about it? On every single front, with the economy, with debt, with management of everything, with sports. Look at what the government is doing around the country.
That's right.
Look at the sports academy and the foolish responses that, in this time, you see, that is how they think, and they lose track of the future, of fixing up people's lives. Everything is now. Oh, we have COVID, people fixing up fields. People fixing up, putting playground and fields and all of this nonsense. Giving a man money to do this. Folks, talking about the students not eating the fields and all kind of nonsense. What's that doing for them, for their education?
Yeah.
How many St. Lucians wanted the opportunity or got the opportunity to go to school because of a scholarship? A scholarship, and sports allowed them to get there. The students who are at the sports academy in Bruce, how you think they got there? Because of their ability in sports. And what that is, why you think sports is so big in Jamaica? Sports tourism, look, you think anybody could put a figure on the people who want to travel to Jamaica because of Usain Bolt? Can you imagine the publicity, the marketing that Usain Bolt, as one of the greatest athletes of all time, has done for Jamaica? You cannot pay Usain Bolt for that.
Right.
And our young people who will be athletes, who will put St. Lucia's name on the map. How many people wanted to go, want to associate with Jamaica, want to associate with Jamaicans, want to experience Jamaican life because of the performance of the athletes of Jamaica at the Olympics and on the world stage, or people who want to travel there on vacation because of the athletes or because of their music. I mean, not taking anything away. Carnival that had just gone there was touted to have been, it would have been one of the biggest carnivals. When you look at Trinidad and how big Carnival is over there,
oh, yeah.
You think it's only Trinidad? How many people travel from around the world to go there for Carnival? But in these guys' myopic thinking, in their lack of forward thinking, in their lack of vision, they cannot see the value in this thing. Everything has to be bounce and draw. Now for now. Give me money now. Give me money now. Give me results now. Tutba guy say now. And that is the problem with the St. Lucia Labour Party. Tutba say bounce and draw. Right away with no long-term benefit. That is the problem. And that is what this government is not about. But they keep bluffing people with, listen, Champagne, everything that they say, now, as soon as we get in, as soon as we do this, as soon as we do that, I'll do this now, I'll do this then.
It can hear happen.
And all the time,
Nothing.
Nothing happening. Just a bunch of fluff and bluff fly in the sky and Papi show. Book Gwen, that's what I call it.
What we have for tomorrow evening?
Boy, let me tell you something. Tomorrow gonna be hot. It's going to be hot, Champagne. I'm not telling you anything.
Okay.
Tomorrow evening is gonna be hot. But let me say something about that manifest. You heard about it, the private flight, of course.
Yes.
I will deal with that.
All right.
I will deal with it. Because let me tell you something. Seriously, the comments that I've seen from some people who are supposed to be educated, who are supposed to be intelligent, it is pathetic. Pathetic.
My goodness.
How a non-issue has been blown out and people have created the wildest speculation and the wildest stories to justify their nonsense. I am convinced. I'm convinced, Champagne, you buy Adam Munset, you buy Pupwe.
No, seriously. You know, we have seen the lies repeatedly. And yet still, when the other lie comes, people still make stupid statements about the other lie. You know, I really don't understand it.
Boy, Champagne, let me tell you something. In this age, in this world of smartphones and everything else, what people have been constantly told, you have the smartphone, you have access in the palm of your hand, and your parents, your grandparents did in all their lives.
All of their lives, you're right.
You have access to that instantaneous, incredible. Always get your information from official sources. Utana Bagay, go to the government Facebook page, go to the government's website, go to the different ministers or the different ministry Facebook pages. The information is there. Call somebody you know. They never have no information. They never know. They always believe in nonsense.
Well, I heard the pilot of that private jet was your buddy. So maybe you will let us know about what's happening tomorrow evening.
Well, Champagne, don't worry.
All right.
I will have details on the head.
Great. All right, my friend. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right, beautiful. All right, St. Lucia, you heard it for yourself. Tomorrow evening it's going to be hot on the program, Keeping It Real with the man, Brother Norbert Williams. And he's going to let you know about the private jet incident or issue and who the pilots were and who the flight attendants were and who the passengers were. I mean, this thing is really, really crazy. St. Lucia, it is 5 minutes after the hour, 12 o'clock, and I said to you today we're not doing overtime. And when I say we're not doing overtime, a lot of people are not happy with that, but there's something that you have to do sometimes. Don't forget the man, Dr. Secret, comes in after me at about 4:30 this afternoon. I am going to be back here at about 8 o'clock to bring you the program Inside Cass Street's office with the Honorable Guy Joseph. He has made a promise to you last Monday. If the SLP does not put out, he gave them 1 week. He gave them a week to put out whatever they have relating to that incident at Forestier. And if they don't, he's going to unleash the beast tonight. And no, none of you want to miss that. You in the diaspora, I know you're going to stay way late over there in London to listen. So we ask you to join us this evening at about 8 o'clock with the Honorable Guy Joseph. I have my final call. Let me just take this one and see. Hello, good afternoon. Turn down your radio, so please turn down the radio. You are my last caller. Hello? Okay, so we didn't take it. So the caller, I'm really sorry that you had a lot of static in the background. Senator, once again, let me say thank you very much. All of our people yesterday who gave us that great reception when we came down the Sky FM crew. We want to say thank you. Good afternoon to Miss Elise, or Liz, a beautiful lady who prepared us that beautiful lunch. And then Miss, oh boy, I'm trying to, I do. And I'm trying to remember Miss Bernadette. Yes, we went in another beautiful home where we had some barbecue. And the Daniel family who gave us some really, really nice fruits. We got so many things. Brother Chicago who gave us some nice plums, some beautiful drinks. We got receptions from people that heard we were coming down. And they literally stood on the roadside. They didn't know who we were. People literally, my goodness, but I'm telling you, in my entire life, you thought we were rock stars. Not that there were a lot of people in groups with their yellows, but people were just people that listens to the program. They heard that Sky FM crew was coming down that way, and people were expecting to see us. So we met people. People were happy to see us, and they identify us by the way we speak. This one said, "You're Champagne." This one said, "You're Ring the Bell," and everyone was happy. We're really, really pleased when we could get our people to come out and say hello to us. We thank you, and we will continue, the Sky FM crew that is, to go around the island to say hello to the people, meet the people, and take some questions, do a little bit of video, and we really thank you very much for your hospitality. Those of you who taken us into your homes, prepare us delicious meals, drinks, give us fruits. Boy, I got plantain, I got plums, I got pineapples, I got cake. Listen to me, there's so many things that we got yesterday from the beautiful people. All of the Sky FM family members, we're so happy and so pleased to be with you. I have an overseas call coming in. I should take this one. Although I said I was not doing any more calls, but it's an overseas call. Hello, good morning to you. Hello?
Hey, I'm Champagne.
You're very lucky because I think you're calling from Canada.
You're right. You're my friend. We know each other, but I'm not going to tell you who I am.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let me tell you something. This morning I was listening to your program and I heard somebody said, Shastni must go.
Well...
So what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to understand, right? And if you can, Nabat said the same thing, if you're going to say Shastni must go, who are you going to replace him with?
That's a good question. That is a good question, but they didn't say that on my show, but I knew they said it before, but that is a good question.
Somebody tell me. I don't mind you say Shastni must go.
Yes.
Who are you going to replace him with? You haven't given me an alternative.
God, give us a replacement. Let me give you the bell on that. I am happy that you're asking this question. So let me play with you a little bit. So they're saying that the replacement is Philippe Pierre. What do you say on that?
No. Philippe Pierre can't be a replacement. It's the same old shit. Same old garbage.
Yes.
Forget about that. We're not talking that. Give me a replacement.
Yes.
Don't give me Philippe J. Pierre.
Well, let's say, okay, so let's do another one. Let's do Dr. Anthony.
That's garbage as well. You don't want that.
Okay. So there's no replacement. So there's none, caller. There's none.
Somebody tell me who.
I
want anybody to call your show.
Yes.
Even when you have the show tonight.
Yes.
I want you to come back with that same question.
Yes, beautiful.
Who is the replacement?
Great.
Forget about Harvey. There is Onesile Harvey. I know him.
What's his name?
Forget about him.
How you call him, Harry?
Harvey. Yeah, because we're from the same place. I know him.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So forget about Onesile. Forget about all this thing, right? Let we get a replacement.
Okay.
So we want a replacement. Who is the replacement you're going to bring?
That's a big question. Yeah, really nonsense. Now let me ask you something, caller, before you leave. And I didn't want to go down that road, but you live in a first world country. Some people have made some stupid statements regarding a watch that the Prime Minister wear. What's your take on that?
What they did?
I think some people from the Labour Party, they were making a statement about a watch that the Prime Minister wears. A watch, a wristwatch.
That people are stupid. Yeah, I mean that's something people
prophetic, huh?
I have a wristwatch. Somebody spoke and somebody said I was telling somebody this morning that Canada, we on lockdown.
Yeah.
But you know the girl that will be with you all every whatever day. Every Wednesday that girl with you, right?
Okay.
Look at Canada. Are you telling me Canada is different from St. Lucia? No. Canada is still a country. It's still needed. Canada still needed. And look at the amount of people we have not working. America is using $3 trillion in infrastructure. What Chasney is doing now.
Amen. And the Prime Minister did that ahead of time, before everybody else.
So are you telling me, what are you going to change from? Do you want? Are you telling me every St. Lucian, I was born in St. Lucia, living in Canada for 43 years. Are you telling me that you are telling me when you change Chasney, who are you going to put?
That's a great question, Kola. I'm going to put that on our program on Saturday evening.
Where is the money? Yeah. Where is it? He doing infrastructure. That's the problem. America is doing it. And somebody saying, well, we can. Of course, we cannot compare St. Lucia with Canada. We know Canada have 70 million people.
Yeah.
But look at 70 million people. You're bad to Hawaii.
You're bad to Hawaii. Baila move to Batu. Baila move to Batu. Oui. Il mauvais, partner. Mauvais.
King, Stevenson King, you're poor, sir. You're poor, sir.
You sir. Okay, but now, well, you can écouter us, you can peut-être ban nous call us à ce programme now.
All right.
Okay, my brother, beautiful. All right, now that was indeed the final call, St. Lucia, because you know how this goes. Let me say once again, thank you very much for tuning in. I wish I could stay with you until 1 o'clock, but I'm going to give you some overtime tomorrow, God willing. Today, I am unable to do some overtime. The man, Dr. Secret, will come in. The phones are ringing, and I have another call. This one is from London, and this is my buddy, but I'm not going to be able to take this one. If I do take this one, I'm not going to get up the studio tonight. So my brother, Claude, you will call me tomorrow morning, buddy, as I have to leave. I'm really, really sorry that I'm unable to take your call, my friends. And so have a great afternoon. Enjoy your lunch. And always stay tuned to Sky FM, where we bring you the information, all of the information. We have a packed. Listen to me. Sky FM is not the way it was 2 years ago, you know. It is packed. There's no room for any kinds of music now. And I made that announcement a few months ago, where we will not be playing so much music as opposed to 2 years ago when I was there all alone. But we will go back to our music, St. Lucia. Don't forget it. We will be resuming to all of our great stuff. But at this time, it is an election year. It is a campaign year. We are making sure that things go the right way, that St. Lucians could save and to have our beautiful St. Lucia on the right track. So until this evening, when I'll be back here with the program Inside Castries Southeast with the Honorable Guy Joseph Hughes, have a great afternoon, St. Lucia. Enjoy your lunch. I will leave you with some music from the Carpenters, and then the man Dr. Secret will come in this afternoon. Have a great afternoon. We love you from Sky FM, and thank you for yesterday for accepting us. Yes, thank you for that great reception. Have a good afternoon. Bye. We love you.
We're happy that Mr. Birch will be able to serve us to the extent and serve us very well, which I see to myself that's someone that will be able to work for us.
Mr. Birch, I am wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming election. We love you, we are there with you, we are supporting you. And what can I say? I wish the United Workers' Party all the best in that election.
Thank you, Butch. Thank you, my Prime Minister. We all love you. Yes. You have a vision. God give it to you. Yes. And you is the best Prime Minister we ever get in St. Lucia. Yes. Thank you.
Moi, je remercie M. Ezekiel Joseph pour tout ça qu'il a fait en communauté. Côte-là, Chimé, communauté Sainte-Adlo, tout ça qu'il a fait, je remercie en Chaï. Even ti journée ta la bon moi te poser ça. Moi merci un peu pour ça.
We've moved security from 112 to 119 million. We've moved youth and sports from 4.7 million to 7.1 million, and that does not include the money at NLA. We've moved equity from 54 million to 62 million, and we've moved agriculture from 25 million to 28 million. Mr. Speaker, this is where the money has gone. We have not backed down from our responsibilities to the people of this country, and no, we ever will, because we have an ambition to build a new St. Lucia for everyone in this country.
Hi everyone, I'm Amira Sere and I'm a student at the Monaco Passios Combined School. I'm in grade 6 and my teacher is Miss Stanislas. My favorite subject would be math. I don't normally like it, but my teacher makes it finds a way to make it fun. I also love the positive quote she put up all over the walls. It reminds me to keep going. Also, the new wing is very impressive. The balcony is very large. So at break time, I can eat my snack and, go for a nice little walk. I also like the size of the classroom, so I'm not sticking on anybody because, 6 feet apart. Before, it was a rocky ride coming to school when I normally take the bus. But now, the drivers don't have any complaints now that the district rep fixed it. Before, it was like a rocky, stony road. A dirt road, but now that they fixed it with some concrete and nice tools, it's a smooth ride. I may even fall asleep.
Thank you, Dr. Rigobert.
Bienvenue à Sky FM 93.1 et puis Dr. Sigwe lundi pour vendredi. Ça c'est 4h30 pour 8h au soir. Côté Dr. Sigwe ka encore nous. Côté nous ka discuter qui ça qui ka fait en pays. Nous aussi à sur Facebook et puis channel 115. Ça c'est DVD TV. Join-moi lundi pour vendredi à sur Sky FM 93.1 et puis Dr. Sigwe en commun.
Crossfire, discussing the issues. Norbert Williams, Champagne, Dr. Secret, and Ring the Bell. Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Sky FM and GVD TV. Don't you miss it.
It is with much thanks and effort that we are here today to make this valuable donation to the fishermen of Ancillary. There are some over 30 boat owners in this community, and fishing, no doubt, is a very, very big part of the livelihood of the people of Ancillary. I want to, on behalf of the government of St. Lucia, and myself, I want to donate this to the fishermen of Ancillary, and I am very happy and I hope that you guys will put this into very good use.
On behalf of the Ancillary Fat Fishers, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Dominic Fede for providing us with a timely donation of the ropes we have here.
I want to say thank you to the minister for donating us that rope for the fad, and that's going to bring a little income during the COVID time. And I want to say thanks a lot again.
Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it.
Hello, welcome to the program Champagne in the Morning with yours truly, your favorite guy, Champagne. Join me here every morning from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. We're also live on GVD channel 115 and live stream on the internet. Join me as we discuss all of the current events of our beautiful country and around the world. You too could get into the program by calling in 456-0931 or 485-0931. Thank you for tuning in. Join me 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Hello, welcome to the program Champagne in the Morning with yours truly, your favorite guy, Champagne. Join me here every morning from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. We're also live on GVD channel 115 and live stream on the internet. Join me as we discuss all of the current events of our beautiful country and around the world. You too could get into the program by calling in 456-0931 or 485-0931. Thank you for tuning in. Join me 8 a.m. to 12 noon.